What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of my player career mode. This is episode number 26, and we start today's episode off by once again requesting a transfer here and trying to let Felix Magath know that we want to leave Fulham and we want to go to a bigger club. But of course, he is very reluctant to go ahead and grant that transfer request. He keeps turning it down. The gaffer does not want us to leave, and that's not a real surprise. The reason we're currently sitting in the top four with Fulham is mainly due to me, you know, if I can be so boastful. It is mainly due to me. Of course, we've been banging in the goals, but I do want to leave. I do want to get a transfer away from here. I do want to go ahead and go to Barcelona because, of course, as you can see in this article here, Barcelona are showing some interest in me, the 21-year-old, but they're yet to make an official bid. And yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I don't mind staying at Fulham. Of course, there's nothing wrong with that. Of course, we are in the top four. We're having an amazing season, but at the end of the day, you know, let's be honest here. If Barcelona come calling, it doesn't matter if we're sitting top of the table and we've won every single game. I'm still going to be considering the Barcelona offer. But unfortunately, Felix Magath just isn't going to let me leave. And it's a real shame because, as you can see, the interest shown by Barcelona is pretty much always there every single time I go into the My Actions page. So this is one of the best chances I would get at being able to leave the club and going to the Spanish Giants. But unfortunately, I don't think it's going to happen because, unfortunately, we just can't convince Felix Magath to let us go. And I'm sitting there saying to him, you know, seriously, you get a lot of money for me right now. I'm probably one of the best strikers in Europe on current form, but he isn't having any of it. He wants me to stay here in London, and I guess that's what's going to be happening. But even so, despite the fact I'm a little bit unsettled, I am, of course, still in really good form. So we'll be taking that into this game against West Bromwich Albion here at Craven Cottage at home. As you can see by the league table as well, we are currently sitting in third place. We're 6 points behind United, who currently lead the way, but we're 13 points clear of Liverpool. I think that was in 5th. So yeah, to be honest, if we don't qualify for the top 4 come the end of the year, it is going to be really disastrous. So we should really be claiming the top 4 place, which would be great for our first season back with Fulham. But even so, I will be coming into this game with other intentions in mind. I was more interested in getting a scout to Barcelona to take a look at me, as opposed to getting Fulham the points on the board.
21 goals for the season. We're looking at someone on the top of his trade, really.
Yeah, I think so, and I think his teammates appreciate that. Certainly his manager does, and he's a very important player in this team.
But it was no surprise to see Martin Tyler and Alan Smith talking about my fantastic season. Of course, 21 goals so far, an absolutely incredible season it has been. But the first chance this game would fall in the 4th minute anyway, or the first incident I should say, because as we swing this corner in, it's volleyed by, I think it might be Bradley Johnson, but unfortunately, as Kasami goes up for a header, it's cleared away by Ben Foster, and Kasami stays down. So my bro, my partner in crime, if you will, Kasami, hits the deck, and unfortunately for us, he has to get subbed off the pitch as well. So that is a real shame, because yes, I've been in incredible form this season. Of course, I've been the best player in the league, really, but to be honest, you cannot discount how important it's been that I've had Kasami in the team linking up with me, because he has been an amazing partner. But even so, he gets injured and he gets subbed off the pitch, and we'll have to hope that's not a long-term injury, because that really will give us some problems for the long-term future. But still, yeah, the following chance would fall in the 12th minute there. I was played the ball over the top, and I tried to catch Ben Foster out the near post, but the half volley went harmlessly wide and out for a goal kick. And from the goal kick, it's Yusuf Malumbu who clears the ball forward, but it's headed away. Eventually it comes to me, and I flick this header backwards towards Brian Ruiz. Ruiz plays the ball to Kaka Niklic. Eventually Bradley Johnson plays an amazing chip through ball over the top. I go through one-on-one. Nice little bow spin to beat the last man, Craig Dawson I think it was, and a great finish into the bottom corner. And you can see me here with my hand to my ear saying to Felix Magath, please listen to what I'm saying. This is a great opportunity for both clubs. You can get a lot of money from me for Barcelona, and I can better my career as well. So both parties are a great deal, but unfortunately I don't think he's listening to me. But even so, that was a lovely little finish there. Nice little ball spin to beat Craig Dawson, I think it was Dawson, and a lovely little finesse into the bottom corner past Ben Foster, and it is yet another goal for me in this incredible Premier League debut season. So good finish there, and it is 1-0 to Fulham. And the following chance would fall in the 24th minute as Dawson gets caught out by me again. He was having a nightmare game. A nice little body feint to beat the last man here. He gives it to Brian Ruiz. Ruiz finds Kaka Niklic. He plays me through. Once again, I'm all alone, one-on-one. I almost messed it up there doing a pointless ball roll, but even so, a simple finish into the bottom corner. Ben Foster is beaten for the 2nd time. Both goals coming through me, and it's Fulham 2, West Bromwich Albion 0. So fantastic start in this game. And Ben Foster had already had to pick the ball out of his net twice. But to be honest, West Brom weren't really threatening. And he saw Bettinelli there have a simple save in the 34th minute. That would end the first half. It was a really poor first half for the away side. But in the 59th minute, you see me get on the ball. I get past my man down the right-hand side here. I keep on going. I've got the pace. I could have gone all the way and finished this myself. But I thought instead I'll try out some skill and cross it to the far post. Be a bit unselfish. Bradley Johnson takes the shot. But unfortunately, it's a good save by the former United goalkeeper. And it's still 2-0, but it was all Fulham, it really was. West Brom weren't threatening at all, but they would have a chance here in the 68th minute as Graham Dorrans finds his man. He goes down the right hand side here, swings it across towards Dorrans, he flicks it on, but the shot by Scott Allen hits the post, and Bettinelli dives on the rebound and keeps the score at 2-0. So West Brom just couldn't get themselves that goal. That was their best chance of the game, and from that it's cleared up the pitch. It comes to me here. We get past the man, or try to get past the man, but unfortunately it's intercepted. Eventually the ball is played forward towards Chris Brunt. Brunt plays the ball forward towards Scott Allen, who just hit the post. He goes down the left hand side here, takes on his man, plays it infield towards Brunt. Brunt keeps hold of the ball, plays it backwards towards Liam Ridgewell. Ridgewell plays it back to Chris Brunt. Brunt keeps hold of the ball, then finds James Morrison. Morrison gets on the ball, finds use of Malumbu. Malumbu finds Reed into the centre. I think it was Naby going for the shot there, but Bettinelli smothers the chance, and it's cleared away, only as far as Graham Dorrans. But as West Brom keep the pressure on, they eventually give the ball away. Brian Ruiz gets onto it, plays me through down the left hand side here, and a great chance for a counter attack. We do a quadruple step over to get around the last man, then beat Craig Dawson as well, and then put it past the goalkeeper Ben Foster to complete our hat trick. So a lovely little break there. It wasn't the last man who I beat. I don't know why I said that, but still a great piece of skill. A quadruple step over, then a body feint past Dawson, and a good finish into the bottom corner to make it Fulham 3, West Brom 0. That's the game secured. That's the game sewn up, and it was Lugano who I beat. I was about to say that, but I thought maybe it wasn't. I couldn't remember, but yeah, even so, nice couple of skill moves there. And a good finish into the bottom corner past Ben Foster, who just did not have my number in this game whatsoever. Every single shot I took seemed to find the back of the net. So Fulham 3, West Brom 0. We take a look at the goal once again. And yeah, I was just in so good form. West Brom could not stop me, and the points were secured. Like I said, I was impressing the scouts here. I knew some scouts from Barcelona will be here watching me to see whether they should put a bid on me or not. But yeah, that's sewn up our 24th goal in the Barclays Premier League so far in our 23rd game. Absolutely extraordinary record. It is absolutely incredible. And just a few minutes after that, there'll be another chance here as I rob my man. We go on the break, nice little step over. It's played out wide towards Bradley Johnson. Johnson then gives it to Brian Ruiz. He spots the run of Kaka Nikolic. The Swedish wide man keeps hold of the ball, and eventually turns back and finds Kieran Richardson. He finds me. Lovely little triangle pass there. I give it to Kaka Nikolic. He keeps holding the ball, but I knew he was going to get himself into some trouble. So he back heels it to Richardson, finds me. I beat 3 defenders with a lovely little agile run, swinging across. Look at that for a cross. Absolutely perfect. Nice little curve on that ball, and it's Fulham 4, West Brom 0. So not only did I get a hat trick, I also got an assist as well, and all 4 goals I was directly involved in. So absolutely incredible performance by me. In the 90th minute here, the last chance would fall to us. We had a throw in. I quickly picked it up, went to use my giant throw in trait. We launch it into the box. Foster comes for it, gets nowhere near it, but thankfully West Brom get the ball away, and Ben Foster's blushes are spared because the chance comes to nothing here as the referee blows for full time. So we win the game by 4 goals to 0, an absolute rout against West Brom, and yeah, me getting a hat trick and an assist as well. You see me here. I don't know who that was. I think that was Bradley Johnson there, wanted to go for a high five, but I completely rejected him. Yeah, we got 3 goals scored by me, an assist for Bradley Johnson's header as well, and a 4-0 victory. So an absolutely fantastic performance by myself. I got myself a 9.6 rating, which I thought was actually quite harsh. I thought I deserved a 9.7, 9.8, possibly even a 9.9. I don't know if it's possible to get a 10.0, but I feel like I should have got a 9.78 or 9 there. But even so, a fantastic performance, and unfortunately for us, Kasami has broken his ankle and will be out for 3 months. So even though he won that game by 4 goals to 0, it is still going to suck because Kasami's our bro, man. Seriously, like even if he's not been performing in that, even if he didn't perform in that game, and even though we don't need to worry about him too much, considering the fact we've been playing so well, he's our bro. He's our best mate. You know, he still wants to get in the team with us, but still, after that, we did see that the transfer request has finally been granted. So after like 4 or 5 requests we put in, Fulham finally allow us to leave. As you can see here, Fulham confirmed that Docs will be allowed to leave the club and will be placed on the transfer list with immediate effect. Docs, who submitted a formal transfer request to the club's management, seeks pastures new after a tough time at the club, which is completely untrue. That's not why I wanted to leave at all. I had a great time at this club, but even so, I have indeed had my transfer request granted, and that's absolutely fantastic. But as always, guys, big thank you for watching the video. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed the video, please leave a like, and I'll see you for the next episode very soon.